So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level but don't buy into the claims? So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level but don't buy into the claims? So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level but don't buy into the claims? So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to All right, guys, this is going to be a great Monday. It already is. It is time for the main event. It is Monday. We got some work to do. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Good Monday morning. Welcome into In the Booth with Earl Hall, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. It is Super Bowl time. It's Monday morning. It's time to get this thing going. You guys probably took the weekend off. Well, most of you know I did not. I've been working on some things, some personal development, some business development, things of that nature. And we're going to get talking today about this whole thing going on with Voices.com purchasing Voicebank. Been hearing controversy. I even got another letter from one of my agents in regards to this whole thing, and I'm going to get cracking into that. You guys know I'm here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for you, the voiceover artist that is looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. That's why we are here. If you're brand new to the show, please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching over on YouTube. If you're watching over on Facebook, you're already subscribed. But give me some thumbs up, give me some likes, give me some loves. I would definitely appreciate all of that. All of you that are in, whether on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, wherever you're tuned in, go ahead, let me know your name, where you're from, where you're listening from, and all of that kind of good stuff, because I would love to give you a shout out. Hey, Ereline, I'm probably just butchering this name, but you say, hey Earl, happy Monday morning too. Thank you so much. Ereline, that's about all I can come out with. See, this is a situation where if you're doing a voiceover, you want to send an email to your client to ask them to send you an audio file back of the correct pronunciation of the name. Good morning, ETA, English for Technical Aviation. Thanks for tuning in. All of you folks over on YouTube, let me know who you are and where you're from, as well as all of you tuned in over on Facebook. One of the things that, again, we're going to get into the whole thing going on with Voices.com purchasing Voicebank and why it's such a thing, I guess. You know, should it even be a thing? I'm really, really wondering. But me getting a second email from one of my agents, actually just on, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I got an initial email that I told you guys about on last week. It didn't really make sense, but then the second email made a ton of sense. Yeah, they're pissed at what's going on with Voices.com and also with Voicebank, where I guess the predominant number of these agents are getting their work from, in regards to auditions, being able to, pimp those auditions out to you and I. So they're unhappy with that. So we're going to get into that a little bit today. Been spending a lot of time on copywriting, really narrowing some stuff down. We're doing a lot of stuff in regards to teaching on, oh gosh, I got to tell you this. We changed the name. I could not believe this. So Saturday morning, I wake up, right? I got to get me a In the Booth mug. Anyway, I wake up Saturday morning and I'm going through some things that I want to change up on some of my websites. I've got more than a few. And so I'm looking at the information that I give out for my private Facebook group, which we were calling Voiceover Fast Track. So anyway, I'm going to do some SEO stuff and I'm looking around. And I'm saying, I do a Google search for Voiceover Fast Track, thinking that I'm going to come up, which I did, but so did my pal Bill DeWeese. I say pal, even though we're not pals, but apparently back in 2015, he did a course called Voiceover Fast Track. So I'm like flabbergasted. I'm like, how did I miss this? Why has no one called me out on this? So I went through the process of starting to change all of that. Luckily, I didn't have an actual website called Voiceover Fast Track. So I changed the name of my private mastermind group to Voiceover Marketing Mastery, which is actually what it is. It's Voiceover Marketing Mastery. Sounds much better than Voiceover Fast Track, right? Anyway, but it like blew my mind. It's like, how over the past, basically since the beginning of the year, that I've had this thing out calling it Voiceover Fast Track, has no one called me out on having that. Or maybe no one just looked up some stuff Bill DeWeese was doing. I have no idea. But you don't want to copy anything, especially a name or anything like that. So I apologize here to Bill DeWeese for having that out there. But if someone would have called me out, I definitely would have changed it up. But I've already started the process of changing it. So we are now Voiceover Marketing Mastery. Because in this group, all we talk about is marketing. All we talk about is getting more clients. You guys know that I've always said the number one job that you have as a voiceover artist is to get more clients. That is the name of the game if you want to be a successful voiceover artist. Hey, what's up, Sandy Chamberlain over on Facebook? All of you guys over there, give me a shout out and I will give you one back. Definitely. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, some hearts, all that kind of good stuff. It counts. It all counts in this thing called social media and content creation. So anyway, I went through that and I've been studying deeper and going deeper into copywriting because I realize how valuable copywriting skills are for what you do, what we do as voiceover artists. If you don't know anything about copywriting, I'm going to give you some information towards the end of this video that is seriously going to help you out with learning some of these things. Obviously, if you want to become a member of Voiceover Marketing Mastery, you can do that simply by, there's a link in the description below on YouTube and above on Facebook. So either one you can click and it'll take you right to, basically, you look at training with me directly in my private group. Click here is where you want to look at. Let's get into this email that I got from my agent, one of my agents, and I won't call it. You see me keep scratching my face because I'm trying to grow a beard. I've never had a beard before. I've always had my goatee, but now I'm trying to grow in a little beard and see how that's going to work out, right? So I'm scratching because it itches. Anyway, so this whole thing going on with Voices.com purchasing Voicebank. And if you don't know, well, I'm sure all of you know about Voices.com. You may not know about Voicebank. But Voicebank is basically where a lot of people that need voiceover work, they come to when they dump their projects there. And then agents are able to go in and see those projects and offer those projects as in regards to auditions for those projects to the people, the voiceover artists that are on their roster. That's pretty much how it works. So there's a debacle going on, with some folks because Voices.com, who is apparently the devil, has purchased Voicebank, which is sucking work out of agents. And they're pissed off. So this is interesting. Here's the email from my agent to me. Hello again. We sent you a note earlier this week about our concern regarding Voices.com's VDC purchase of Voicebank. If you don't know the history of VDC, email whoever who can provide you links. Until now, Voicebank has been an ethical and independent business partner to agents, clients and talent alike. There are several groups working on a potential replacement. So they're looking to replace Voicebank, and we're involved in these efforts. Please know that as an agency, we will not be able to continue using Voicebank while writing our checks to Voices.com. Can you imagine? Now agents have to write checks to Voices.com. This is crazy. All right. While we are very disappointed in these developments, we book the vast majority of our work directly and will be reaching out to our clients to keep the auditions coming. So they're saying they're booking most of their work directly. They're not really relying on this Voicebank or now Voices.com. But if you're getting most of your work there, why are we concerned? Anyway, if you're getting most of your work outside of outside of Voices.com and Voicebank, why are you concerned? Okay, we have always stood firm against unfair rates and are actively working with our ethical talent agencies to better our industry and stand together. This is unprecedented, and an amazing amount of work has been done behind the scenes. We are asking something of you as well. This is what got me. This is what got me. If you have a paid or non-paid Voices.com profile, please call them and ask them to take your profile down. Voices.com is one of the primary causes of rate erosion in our industry. And until professional talent like you leave the site for good, they are able to feel justified in their unethical business practices. The very nature of play-to-pay websites ensure that talent are forced to offer lowball quotes to help their booking rate. This race to the bottom is encouraged by Voices.com. Stand up for yourself, your industry, and your craft. Please take 5 minutes this coming week to call and take your profile down. We will keep you informed in the coming weeks. All our very best. Why they scared? Why are they scared? All right. Here's the thing. You guys know I have no love lost for a pay-to-play site. But I also, along with that, do not like anyone telling you or me how to go about making our money. Voiceover is this industry that ticks me off from time to time because everyone wants to tell you how much you should charge for the work you do. There are what someone has come up with. I don't know where the arbitrary numbers come up from for industry standard rates. They're good. I get paid them from time to time. Well, a lot. I can't lie. I get paid industry standard rates because I choose my clients wisely. Here's the thing with this whole thing with Voices.com and Voicebank. What the freak did you think was going to happen? What did you really think was going to happen? I look at an agency. I run a voiceover talent agency, okay? Now, I actually book 100% of my work on my own. Period. I've never used Voicebank. I've never used Voices.com to resubmit stuff for you guys that are on my site as far as earlhallstudio.com goes. I book our work is what I do as a voiceover talent agency. And as a voiceover talent, I book my own work. Now, I don't get all of my own work that I do personally exclusively through booking it on my own. I use freelance websites. I use, from time to time, I've used pay-to-play websites, even though I'm not participating in that anymore. I've used these different mediums to get business. There's a lot that is happening right now. There's a lot. And I'm talking outside of or to include the voiceover industry. I got an instant message on Facebook this morning from one of my friends that talked about, you guys know who, if you don't know who Shonda Rhimes is, she's the writer and creator of shows like Grey's Anatomy and Scandal. So just this morning it comes out that she's leaving ABC to go to Netflix. She's leaving ABC to go to Netflix. Why is this occurring? I will tell you why this is occurring. It's happening more and more, and it's going to continue to happen more and more. There is a way that we as consumers digest our content. Most people don't watch television at the scheduled time that something comes on television. Most of us have DVRs. Most of us have a way to record the shows, whether through our satellite or cable company or whatever. Or we have a Netflix account or a Amazon Video account, and we watch our shows when we damn ready are ready to watch the shows. That's when we watch them. It's the trend that is going forward. It's not going to change. Traditional television, cable television even, is going to change. Do you remember when Netflix first came out and people thought they were crazy? They initially were sending out videos to everyone, and you'd have to send the videos back. Now they've upgraded even more. It's all digital that we do. And people love Netflix. People love Amazon Video because they're able to consume content when they're ready to consume it. It's a change, a fundamental change and shift in the marketplace, and the players that understand this are moving that way. Why am I talking about this? Because the fundamental shift that is happening in voiceover is going to continue. See, how do we say this? Voices.com has purchased Voicebank, which is a clearinghouse, basically, and a way for them to get more work to auditions to voiceover artists that are out there. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to continue to shout this from the hilltops, that the farther we move into the future, it is going to get away more and more from your agent. It's going to even come the time, right around 2020, that these sites like Voices.com are going to continue to move by the wayside because of the advent and the creation and the proliferation and the growth of the home studio. That is what it's going to be. That is where it's going. And if you as a voiceover artist don't see these changes and see these shifts, and you continue to rely on your agents, well, a lot of agents are going out of business over this, okay? A lot of agents are just leaving, they're quitting. A lot of voiceover artists are leaving, they're quitting because of this fundamental shift in this ecosystem. Now, if you don't think that if you think this is the last time we're going to have a shift, you're completely wrong. There's going to continue to be changes in our ecosystem in regards to how it is that you, the voiceover artist, get your work. Those of us that understand that the home studio is the place where you want to be. It's not about your agent. It's not about the freelance sites. And it's not about the pay-to-plays that are out here. The big boy being, hands down, Voices.com. The other thing I don't like about what's going on is those of you that are on the pay-to-play sites and you're getting work from the pay-to-play sites, do not leave the pay-to-play site. If you're getting work in any dynamic, in any place, you don't leave because someone else is pissed off because they're losing out. What other industry other than voiceover does this? I don't know of any. I do not know of any other industry that does this. If I had an auto body part shop and repaired vehicles, I wouldn't be having confrontations and arguments with every other auto parts agency out in the world about how much it is that I charge for my services. People were pissed off and upset. Just go back here. Go back with me 20 years, will you please? About 20 years. No, we have to go far, maybe 30 years. Walmart. Do you remember all of the controversy around Walmart? Because Walmart was coming in and all the little mom and pop shops were getting destroyed and, they couldn't compete with Walmart. It's life. It's business. It's the market. The market will dictate what it wants. They wanted Walmart. Now, we're coming into the age. Guess what is happening to Walmart? Through all the controversy and everything, through everybody bitching and moaning and them still taking over substantial market share in their industry, now Walmart is threatened by Amazon. Walmart is threatened by Amazon because there's a fundamental change in that ecosystem and what is happening there. And the market tells us what they want, period. You need to listen to your clients, not your agents, not the pay-to-play sites, not the freelance sites. You need to decide what it is that you're going to charge. And if whatever it is you charge, people pay, you need to be satisfied with that. And if you want to increase your rates, which I do, I've increased my rates over the past year, and I continue to increase my rates depending on the medium that I'm getting work from. And I basically fire the bottom 10% is basically what happens. If you don't want to pay my rate, well, I have enough people paying me. If I lose you, it really doesn't matter. This is how you continue to up what it is that you're getting paid for the work that you do. There's a system, there's a process, there's a strategy behind all of that. So no matter what's going on in the industry in regards to Voices.com, your agent, Voicebank, you, along with the market, will dictate what it is that you charge and what they are willing to pay. They have the first go round at it. They will put the value on what it is that you do. This is why one of the things that I teach, especially within Voiceover Marketing Mastery, I'm glad I said that correctly the first time instead of my old name, is that you've got to put a certain value on what it is that you do and be willing to stick to your guns on it. You've got to be willing to do that, along with reading the market and what it is that they want and how it is that they want it. Sure, I don't have the overhead that a Voices.com has. I just don't have it. So whatever Voices.com is charging, I can say, if they're charging $500 for a spot, I may want that whole $500 depending on what the job is or whatever, but I have no problem undercutting them by 10, 20%. I just don't have a problem with that. They're my competition for getting my clients, period. They are my competition. So what I'm willing to do to get that client, I can act more agilely. I can be more flexible in what it is that I'm willing to take in regards to a job. So I can offer some different things. The one main thing that you can offer on your own that normally you can't offer through a freelance site or an agency is the ability to talk directly to the client. That hands down right there is one of your biggest up things or upsells or whatever it is you want to call it, to be able to get clients. I've talked to different clients that I have that have used sites like Voices.com and other freelance sites. One of the things that ticks them off is that many times they can't just talk directly to a client. They can't develop that relationship, or it takes going around and going over and going through something to be able to get directly to the talent. It makes no sense that it should take 2 days for one word change to get done because you're operating through a third party, like a Voices.com or your agent or something else. People drop the ball. You shouldn't. If you're able to have direct communication, which I think is very key to running a successful voiceover business, then it's being able to develop that relationship to really learn your client and what it is that they want and need quickly. Fast in a hurry is important. The other big thing with working directly with clients is one of the big things that, some of them have complained about when I ask, especially when I'm courting a new client, I'll ask certain questions. What are some of the pain points you have with working with other voiceover artists or pay-to-play sites or whatever with that? And one of the biggest things that comes out is just people following directions. People actually being able to take direction, but following the directions that are there seems to be an issue. Read everything. Please read everything. You guys got any questions? I'm going to take a look over here, over on Facebook and over on YouTube. Thank everybody over on Periscope, over on Twitter for joining in with that. Hi, Earl. This is from Sandy. Hey, yay, got the YouTube alert. However, on iPad, I couldn't comment or heart. Thumbs up. So went back to Facebook, which does. It's funny. And I found out, I didn't know this, that people that are on iPads can't do certain things. I think you can subscribe to my channel, but you can't, or any channel on YouTube, but you can't tick the bell that's there. That's kind of odd to me with that. So good morning, Sandy, over on Facebook. Let me take a cruise back over here on YouTube. Jimmy, I hope you heard. Yes, Jimmy Keenan is saying, so Rhymes moved to Netflix because I told that story. Hopefully you heard it. If not, you'll get it on the replay, right? Kevin, what's up, dude? Hey over here on YouTube. You guys are amazing. I love all of you guys. It's crazy some of the things that go on doing this daily, or should I say Monday through Friday, coming to you guys with a live stream Monday through Friday is an amazing undertaking for me. Some people have asked, how do you come up with what to talk about and da-da-da-da-da. It's pretty easy to come up with things to talk about because things continue to happen. And when I'm talking about the things that I talk about here on In the Booth with Earl Hall, it is really for your growth. It's for your benefit. It's my way of giving back and giving something to the voiceover community that, quite frankly, no one else is giving. I come on Monday through Friday. I don't know anyone that's coming on 5 days a week live to get under your scrutiny, to give advice, to take the comments and answer the questions that come from you guys. But this, in a lot of instances, this is my reason for being. I love doing this. But as always, if you guys have questions, you can always send me an email at voquestion@gmail.com. voquestion@gmail.com. You can hook up with me and get the answers to the questions that you have. Also, obviously, if you want to join VoiceOver Marketing Mastery, you can do that just by clicking the link above on Facebook, below on YouTube, in the description, just where it says training with me, directly in my private group. Click here. 7 days free and very cheap to belong to the site. And all we do is go deep. We do a deep dive into marketing strategies. Tonight I'll be doing one at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Excuse me, a Q&A for all of the members that are there. More and more people are joining, so I'm loving that, just to be able to interact with everyone in that private Facebook group, because I'm able to go more into the tactics and strategies that everyone ought to be using. And right now, for me, it's all about copywriting. It's all about being able to communicate via email, being able to communicate on your landing pages, your websites, being able to communicate in your ads that you do, whether on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, being able to do that and do it effectively and make a difference. Email marketing is my first love. It's the way I get most of my business. Probably 80% of my business comes via email marketing, so I'm an expert at it. And so I teach people how to do this thing. Alien, hey, I don't know. Asked Earl, could you tell us please more about redemption rates on VDC? Are they okay with rates offered? I can't. I don't know. I don't know that much about voices.com. I just don't. What you're asking about, please tell us more about redemption rates. Are they okay with rates offered? If you're talking about the clients that are hiring voices.com in order to get their auditions out to the voiceover artists, I guess they are okay with the rates. But let's see. What do you think about cold calling? Is email simply more efficient? Let me finish Aurelian's question first. I will come right back to you, Kevin, on that. But also, with the rates that are charged at voices.com, agents seem to be questioning the amount that voices.com is giving to the talent. But it's the same thing I say about agents. Agents are taking a part of my money. I'll get a job. I had a job last week. It paid $300. That's what my agent told me. What did I get? I got $255. So they made $40 on that, $45 on that. Why? I mean, so they're complaining about voices.com taking a cut, and it's no more of a cut than what the agents are taking. They normally take about 15 to 20% of your money. That's normally what they take. Agents, pay-to-play sites, they normally take that much. I'm pretty sure voices.com takes 20%. But agents are complaining about voices.com having underhanded practices because they're dropping down or effectively lowering the prices that the voiceover artists will be paid because we're competing with one another. Well, gosh darn, that's what business is. You compete with others. I can't go into this. I will get a headache if I do this. Okay, Kevin. Kevin says, what do you think about cold calling? Is email simply more efficient? Cold calling, I don't cold call. I've never made a cold call. I don't try and sell the unsellable is kind of what I think about. But if I send out a very well-crafted email, which I intimately know how to do, and it gets them to respond, that means me calling them is not cold. I get them, they are responding back, yes or no, we want more info. When I send out emails, or yes, we got a job for you, can you do it tomorrow? Those are the types of responses that you'll get from that. So I've never done cold calling. I hear other voiceover artists do cold call. You do what works. I just don't like cold calling, so I've never done it. I fear rejection with that. So what I do is I send out the emails, and it makes for me, it works much better than getting on the phone, dialing someone cold and interrupting their day, whereas anyone can check an email when they get ready, and they're more susceptible to responding to that in a positive way, I think, than with a cold call. But you may be a cold calling master. cold calling ninja. Do what works for you. There is no, in voiceover, in marketing, there is no one size fits all. There's something that you're going to master and be an expert at, and there's some things you'll just never get. You work on your strengths. You double down on your strengths and forget about your weaknesses that you have. At least that's what I do. Let's see. Hi, Kevin. According to me, emails are more efficient. Okay, cold call, Kevin. I've not gotten a response via email, so I may need to modify my approach. You may need, Kevin. Kevin, are you a member of Voiceover Marketing Mastery? I think that you are. I'm not sure. But everything that we're doing, I don't care if we're talking about emails. I don't care if we're talking about cold calling. I don't care if we're talking about internet marketing on Facebook. This is a numbers game. You don't send out 100 emails and expect you're going to get 98 responses. You're not. You're not. You're going to send out 1,000 emails and you're going to get 10 responses, maybe one job. I can't tell you how serious I am about this. It is a numbers game. And if you're not willing to do the work, you're not going to get the result from it. That's why I guess why my success has been so real is because I know it's a big numbers game. And the more people I try and reach out to, the more people that are going to reach back out to me. All right. Okay, Earl, I got it. It was just to be sure the rate offer is okay for with usage 4. Okay. Any cold calling too? Never. I don't do cold calling. All right. Now, I've got some information as I'm wrapping up here. I can't believe I've been yapping my gums for 33 minutes at this point. But when I get going, I just get going. And I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in and tuning in for as long as you do. With that, now would be the time, if you've got a question, to answer it, because I'm about, to ask it so that I can answer it, because I am about to wrap it up. I am intimately involved with learning about this whole thing called cold calling. Did I just say that? Who got me to say cold calling? Copywriting, 2 C words, right? Intimately involved with copywriting. I am just a believer that it is one of the fundamental resources that you must have in order to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. I just fundamentally believe that, and I don't care whether we're talking about voiceover, any freelance things that are out there, whatever business that you want to be in order to grow and build your business, you're going to have to understand how to communicate your message in a way that will get people to respond. So it's all about the copywriting that's involved there. It is the foundational thing, that you need to understand. So what I'm going to do, I did a live stream over the weekend, Saturday evening, with Voiceover Marketing Mastery. And I gave some information away that I think will be valuable for you as well in regards to learning how to copyright appropriately. If you want the information, I'm not going to put it here. You don't have to work for it. You're basically going to have to shoot me an email at voquestion@gmail.com. voquestion@gmail.com. What I will do in turn is send you some information on how you can get access to all the copywriting marketing information you will need to start, build, and grow your voiceover business. I will send you this information. It's going to give you 2 months of free access to some damn good information. Now, I'll send you some additional information in that, because even after you digest the information, how to make it applicable to what you do specifically as voiceover may be a challenge to some. It may not be a challenge to many. Whatever it is, if you get the information and you go with it and use it. You go with God. However you do that, go with God. With that, if you want some real in-depth help in regards to what it is that you need to do with that information, I'll give you that information as well. So shoot me an email at voquestion@gmail.com. I will respond to you with an email that will give you the information that you need to get access to what you need to learn about copywriting. Okay, what does VOFT mean, please? Kevin. VOFT stood for Voice Over Fast Track, what I was talking about at the beginning. That's what VOFT means, Voice Over Fast Track, which has now been changed since I didn't know someone else had that name, has been changed to VOMM, which is Voice Over Marketing Mastery. You'll see more and more about VOMM at this point. You won't see VOFT anymore. And as I go through the internet and find it where I've put it out there, I have to go change it in the places that I can change it. If it's on a video, I can't change the video. But if it's on a site where I can physically go in and change, then I will change that to VOMM, which is Voice Over Marketing Mastery. So that answers that question for you. Kevin, I'm on Steps to Voice Over Success email list, but not VOFT. I'd like to be a part of VOFT. Well, no more VOFT, Kevin. It's VOMM. I think something happened when you switched to the new method that kicked me out of signing up. No, if you want to sign up for Voice Over Marketing Mastery, it's as simple as clicking the link in the description below right here on YouTube, where it says train with me directly in my private group. Click here and it's got the link, and you can go there. 7 days free, and you'll get it. That's it. All right. I'm a little late. Oh, okay. You have to go back and watch the replay, Kevin, on some of this. All right. Just let me take one more look over here on Facebook to see if anything's coming through. Okay. Sandy's talking about some stuff with her email she's sending out. Emailing been seen, Earl. Hi, Earl. Okay, that. I'm just reading. Okay. Sandy, I guess whatever, I didn't want to read through everything, but obviously email me or whatever if you've got a direct question. It doesn't, let me read this one. A lot of your emails will go into their junk box anyway to avoid being eliminated from email being seen, Earl. Yeah, that's a challenge. It's not fun. I was going to say it's funny. It's interesting to me. When people do things, whether it be through internet marketing or whatever medium that you use to market, I always get the comments back. Oh, well, a lot of, some of the emails weren't good. Some of the emails went into spam. Everybody didn't respond to the email. It's a part of the freaking process. It's the cost of doing business. There's no way around it. This is why the grind and don't quit mentality is so important. It's why the pay-to-play sites are so big. It's why the agencies are so big, is because they know these are the challenges. They just work around them, or they work through them. Not every email address you get on the list is valid. It's just not. So you deal with what you get. That's just the life we've chosen to live. It's the real part of being a marketer of your own services, of what it is that you do. There are pitfalls. There are stumbling blocks. Those of us that succeed work through them and move on without complaining. That's just being real, being honest, and being true. Okay. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today for this. Don't forget, you can go ahead and shoot me an email. I'm just trying to get to something here. You can go ahead and shoot me an email, and I will respond to that email in regards to if you want some kick-ass information on copywriting. I'll get you some information, get you access 2 months for free to one of the most amazing sites I've ever been involved in, and I'll shoot you some more information on that. So go ahead, email me at voquestion@gmail.com, and I will respond immediately back to you with what it is that you can do. You guys have an amazing Monday. Do something awesome. Do something that is going to change your life forever. Don't just get off of this and not do anything. It's time to put in the work. It's time to make your actions meet the goals that you set. So you've got to boost it up and kick it up 10 notches. You guys have an awesome Monday. See you guys tomorrow. You take care. Bye-bye. I don't know where am I going here? I'm looking for something to switch me over, but now I can't find it to switch me over. Here we go. See you guys later.